one of the things that moving on, I skipped a bunch of chapters, but I go into secret number 13, which is ZMOD, so which is something that Google's kind of coined that phrase. Although, as you allude to in the book, it's been around for years and companies have used it. It's just that Google's put their own spin on it, and I'm absolutely fascinated by it. But a few months ago, we had Craig Elias, who's a local Calgary guy, on, and he has been really toiling in the whole ZMOD aspect of things. But can you just let people kind of understand your perception on what ZMOD is and how it can be leveraged to engage as well?
Sure. I mean, it's a nice kind of fancy term, zero moment of truth. But really what it is, I mean, it's just kind of a good old word of mouth, kind of recast in a new light. But what we're talking about here, excuse me for a moment, what we're talking about here basically is the moments of truth customer journey. For example, maybe I see a product that Procter & Gamble is, has part of their product line and they're advertising it. So I see the ad on television, let's say. Well, that's kind of a moment of truth in a manner of speaking, and it intrigues me enough that I go to the store and I walk down the aisle and I encounter the product in the store and I decide to purchase it, and then I experience the product. That's another moment of truth. But when I share that experience with that product via social media, perhaps sharing it on Facebook or Twitter, something of that nature, what I enable then is what is referred to as a zero moment of truth, and that is to say, my word of mouth sharing that and the influence that accompanies it is enough to say to another person, one of my Facebook friends, one of my Twitter followers, hey, I think I want to try that as well, based on what Paul said about it. And that, for that person, is what Google has defined as a zero moment of truth. And what we've got here is not so much a customer journey, maybe as much as a viral loop, where one person's moment of truth becomes another, thanks to social media and the sharing capabilities that social media affords, gives another person again, what we refer to as a zero moment of truth that helps them to some extent to take a couple of steps over what that initial customer journey may have been for the original person or the initiator of that moment of truth.